Hello children, let me welcome you to the virtual class of the Brihan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika. My name is Shraddha teacher. Children, we are in the middle of this COVID-19 pandemic and because of that we are not able to go to school, but that doesn't mean we are going to stop learning. So we are going to do many lessons which are very interesting from your textbook through the virtual class here. So let us do a lesson in English today. So children, let us start with a very interesting lesson which is also a poem in standard 4th English. And look at the image here children on your screen. You can see many small children playing, okay? And you can also see two pictures of two friends, okay? So this particular lesson is about friendship and how to keep this friendship going. That is, how to maintain your friendship, how to always keep your friends close to your heart. And what is the name of the poem, children? It is lesson number 25 from your textbook, and the name of the lesson is Little Words. So today we are going to talk about so many words which are little, that is, they are small words, but they go a long way to maintain your friendships. So this is a poem, children, which is written by this very famous poet called Benjamin Keach. Now Benjamin Keach, he was born on the 29th of February 1640 and he passed away on the 18th of July 1704. So see, he lived almost, you can say, so many years ago, 400 years ago. He was a preacher. Now who's a preacher? A preacher is someone who teaches you good things about life, about your health, about religion, etc. So Benjamin Keach, he was a preacher and also he was an author. Now who's an author, children? An author is a person who writes books, who writes novels, who writes stories, etc. So Benjamin Keach has written this very beautiful poem called as Little Words. Now before we go and read the poem, let us try and understand the idea behind writing this poem. What did Benjamin Keach want to tell us when he wrote this poem? So I told you, this poem is about friendship. It is not only about friendship, children, it is about all other relations that you have in life. Whether it is with your father, with your mother, with your brother, your uncle, your aunt, everyone else. So wherever you are meeting people, you are talking to people, you should always mind your words. You should always think twice before saying something bad to someone. But in this particular poem, the poet is only telling us about friendship. But let us also remember that this rule applies to all places in life. When you go to school, the way you talk to your teacher, the way you talk to the peon, the uncle, auntie in your school who does the work of cleaning, okay, all that is important. When you travel by auto rickshaw, the way you talk to the rickshaw driver, the uncle who's driving the rickshaw, that is important. Okay, the people who come to collect garbage from your house, the way you talk to them, that is also important. So let us learn about how to use the little words in our life well. And if we speak properly, if we learn how to talk to people nicely, our life will become very smooth, it will become very good. So now children, you have friends in your life, okay? And we do so many things with these friends of ours. We go to school together. You may be having many friends with whom you go to school together. So now this 1 year in the past, we have not been able to go to school because of this COVID pandemic. But remember the times when you used to go to school with your friend, you used to hold your friend's hand, okay? You used to carry his bag sometimes or her bag sometimes. You used to carry the common water bottle for both of you. And how happily you used to laugh and play and go to school. Then we need our friends when we have to study also. Sometimes when you are not able to understand what the teacher has told you, Instead of asking the teacher again, you ask your friend and your friend explains it to you. So, see, you need your friends not only for going to school but also to help you to study. Okay, then our friends are important in our life because we need them to play with. Can you play alone all the time? Now, see, for the past year, most of us have not gone out of our houses. Our parents don't allow us to go and play with our friends. Now, you must be knowing na, how much we miss our friends, how much we miss playing ball with them, how much we miss dancing with them, running with them. Okay, so having friends is very, very important in our life. We need our friends to play with. And sometimes when we feel like eating something, we always share the food with our friends. You remember when this pandemic was not there, and sometimes you used to feel like eating vada pav, sometimes you used to feel like eating pani puri or bhel puri. We used to enjoy it when we eat it with our friends. So now you realize, children, friends are very, very important in our life, and so it is very necessary that we keep our friendships safe. So now how can you keep your friendships safe? Sometimes we get angry with our friends, isn't it? And we stop talking to them also. Has this happened to you, children? Some days when we get angry with our friends, we do not feel like talking to our friend, and then we stop talking also to our friends. But we feel very bad, isn't it? We feel like crying sometimes when our friends don't talk to us. So why do such things happen? You were nicely going to school with your friend, and you were sharing a dabba with your friend, you were studying with your friend, and suddenly now you don't feel like talking to your friend. So why do these things happen? These things may happen because of the words that you use. See? Sometimes we start shouting at our friends. We fight with each other. So the words that we use, the rude words that you speak, could lead to you not feeling like talking to your friend angry with you. Why? The reason could be the rude. What is the meaning of rude, children? Rude is the opposite of kind. Okay, so when you're kind means you talk very nicely, you talk very properly, you use good words. And when you are rude, then you talk very harshly. You talk in a way that will hurt the other person. So there are rude words when you speak. When you say such bad things, when you say such rude things, what happens is your friendship starts to break and you stop talking to your friends. Sometimes what do? You fight with your friend. Your friend is saying something nice to you. He's saying something good for you, but you do not want to listen to your friend. You simply start arguing and you start fighting and talking back with your friend. Sometimes the opposite happens. Your friend is telling you something good and you do not want to listen to him at all. See now here, one friend is telling the other friend, see, you should not cheat. So when you're cheating, you should stop doing it. You should not tell lies to your mummy. But see the other friend, he doesn't want to listen to him only. He's saying, aha, you're a big shana, don't tell me. It happens like that sometimes. When your friend tells you something good, when your friend tries to tell you something nice, when your friend points out your mistake, what do? You tell him, ha, khub shana hai, gabbas. I don't want to listen. Okay? So you should not do such things. Sometimes you will see that you stop talking to your friend and you are very, very rude to your friend. For example, you may say things like, you listen to me. So see, the other person is getting very scared. So you are not listening to your friend at all. But you want your friend to listen to you. So you say things like, you listen to me. You may also say something like, you broke this. See, the other fellow is so scared. He wants to say that, no, I did not break this. But then this friend is not allowing him to speak only. He's saying, you broke this. keep quiet. I know you broke this. So these are rude words, children, which will hurt the other person. You might also say something like, you should shut up. So see, such a rude thing to say, isn't it? Saying shut up to someone, shut your mouth to someone. Such a rude thing to say. It doesn't even sound good. सुनने में अच्छा लगता है जब कोई बोलता है आपको shut up, shut your mouth. सुनने में भी अच्छा नहीं लगता. So these are what? They are rude words. You should not use them. So then what should you do? You should always use kind words. So which are the kind words that you can use? Please, thank you. All these words are supposed to be magic words. So what is the magic in these words, children? There is no magic here. It is only that when you say these words, people come closer to you. That is why these words are called as magic words. So which are the magic words you should use? You should say please. You should say thank you. You should also say you can play with me. Okay? You should also always tell your friend you are a nice friend. So if you say something bad, if you're pointing out your friend's mistake, you should also say good things about your friend. So always say please to your friend. Say thank you to your friend. Say you can come and play with me. Say you are a nice friend. You can also say things like welcome. When your friend says thank you to you, you can say welcome. You can say hi there. You can say what's up. You can also say thank you again and again if your friend does something good for you. So these are all the magic words that you can use. These are all little words, but they are magic words. So always make use of these magic words. Say thank you. And one very important thing is, when you make a mistake, say sorry. Most of us do not like to say sorry. We feel that if I say sorry means I am something less. Don't believe that. Okay? If you make a mistake, say sorry. Always say please. Do not order people around. Do not say give me that book. Say please give me that book. And if you want to interrupt someone, when two people are talking, two friends of yours are talking, दो लोग बातें कर रहे हैं, if you want to say something, do not just start talking. Say excuse me. Okay? So if you use all these magic words, what will happen? Your friends will be your friends forever. Alright? So this was the meaning of the poem that we are going to learn now. So now when I read out the poem to you children, I'm sure you will understand it in a minute. Okay? So come on now, let's go and read the poem, Little Words. So before reading the poem children, we have two pictures over here. See, one picture on top and one picture below. Look carefully at both the pictures. See in the first picture, the expression on the face. उनका चेहरे का भाव देखो. In the first picture, they are both not looking happy. And look at the picture below. Both of them are looking happy. So your words can make your life. It can make you happy or it can make you sad. Alright? Now I am going to mark the lines which I am reading. So what you should do, you should also pick up your textbook and try to find out the lines which I am reading and start reading along with me. Okay? So come on, let's start. The name of the poem is Lesson number 25, Little Words. Yes, you did it too. I did not. So see the way he's saying, yes, you did too. The other friend is saying, I did not. Thus, by unkind little words, two fond friends were parted. Okay? So by saying these unkind words, what were the unkind words? You did it. You are responsible. तूने किया, तेरे वजह से हुआ. We say this na to our friends. So because of these unkind means rude little words, two fond friends means close friends, were parted. They were separated. Okay? Let's see the next line. I'm sorry, so am I. So see, one friend is saying sorry, other friend is saying, see, I am also sorry. The mistake was on both the sides. दोनों की गलती थी. So if you are sorry, then I am also sorry. So I am sorry, so am I. Thus the little quarrel ended. Quarrel means small fight. Okay? Quarrel means when you are fighting with each other verbally, when you're saying things to each other and not punching each other. Okay? Thus the little quarrel ended. So see, when you had a big fight with your friend and your friend was not talking to you, just by saying a small word, magic word, sorry, the fight is over. Thus, by loving little words, two bonded hearts were mended. So, there were two friends who were very good friends, who were close friends, they were fond friends, and because of some unkind words, rude words, their friendship broke up. They stopped talking to each other. And then one fine day, one friend said, I am sorry. The other friend said, I am also sorry. And the fight ended, and their hearts were mended. Mended means repaired. Okay, so this is the poem which is written by Benjamin Keach, which tells you how you should mind your words, how you should take care that you never ever speak unkind words to your friends. So now think, children, do you say such things to your friends? Do you use these kind of words at home also with your brother, with your sister, with your parents, with your grandparents? If you're doing that, stop them immediately and start using the kind words, start using the magic words. Alright, so now after we saw so many things about words, I hope you understood what the poet wants to tell you. Now let us look at the exercises. This is a very small poem, children, and there are very few exercises also over here. But let us look at the exercises now. Let us look at the meanings first. So look at the first meaning that they're given us. Fond friends. So fond friends means what? Fond friends means close friends. Friends to whom you often talk. Friends to whom you often meet. Okay? Friends who are very close to you. You tell all your secrets to these friends. So they are called as fond friends or close friends. Then you have parted. Parted means separated. Two friends who are not talking to each other again. See, they have parted. They do not want to see each other's face also. Why? Because they are very angry. Why? Because they might have used some little words which were unkind, which were rude. Okay, so that is why they have parted now. Let us look at the next meaning that we have to see. Bonded. Bonded means joined securely, tight, bonded. Okay, so when do you bond with your friends? When you shake hands with them, when you hug them. Okay, you bond with your friends. So bonding means joining together. And the last one is mended. So mended means repaired. Now you can mend things also. For example, if your TV has stopped working, then you can mend it. You can repair your TV. If your mixer has stopped working, you can repair your mixer. If there is a problem with your computer, with your phone, you can repair your phone. But here what are we talking about? We are talking about mending hearts. That is repairing our hearts. So broken hearts were mended. Okay, that means people who had stopped being friends are now friends again. Okay, so these were the meanings. Now we have one more exercise, children, about punctuation. They have asked us to punctuate the sentences. Now, what is the meaning of punctuating sentences, children? Punctuating sentences means we make use of punctuation marks. When we do not use punctuation marks, sometimes the meaning of the sentence changes and the sentence becomes wrong. Okay, so we will learn about punctuation marks in another lesson in detail, but let us look at some common punctuation marks here. So let us punctuate some of the statements. So see here, yes, you did too. So the yes is the first word here, alright, but it is written wrongly. And yes, you did it too, someone is saying this. Okay, these are someone's exact words. So then the way it is written is all wrong. So now we have to make it correct. So how will you make it correct? Let us punctuate it. So come on, let us write it correctly. So now look carefully at what I have written. The first thing I have done is I have added quotation marks, or I have added double inverted commas. Can you see the red marks? In the statement it was not there, question it was not there, but in the answer it is there. So when someone is speaking and you are writing exactly what that person told, then you have to use these quotation marks. We also call it as inverted. Inverted means ulta. Inverted commas, double. There are two na, so we say double inverted commas. And see what is the other change. yes had a small y in the question. In the answer, can you see the blue Y, which is a capital Y? So whenever you start a statement, whenever you start a sentence, the first word in the sentence will always start with a capital letter. So see, the small y became the big Y. And when the sentence gets over, what do? You add a full stop. So can you see the purple dot there? So we call it the full stop also, and sometimes we also call it as the period. Okay, so see, I have punctuated the first line. Let us look at the second question. See, I am sorry. So let us see how we can punctuate it. We will punctuate it in the same way as we punctuated the first question. So this is how I have punctuated it. Come on, observe carefully. What have I done? The two quotation marks are there in red. The I in blue has become capital, and there is a purple full stop at the end of the sentence. Okay, so I am sorry, someone is saying this. So that is why it should always be in double inverted commas or in a quotation marks. Let us look at the next question here. I did not. Now I am sure you will be able to do this on your own, isn't it? So pause the video and try to write the answer yourself and then check your answer with mine. So see here, I did not. Words are the same, but we have made small changes. We have read quotation marks, okay? Then the I has become capital and there is a full stop after the not. The last one here, so am I. What have you done? See the double inverted commas, the S in blue, and remember, whenever you write I, the I will also always be capital, okay? I should always be written as capital, as block letters, and the full stop after the I. So this is the way we have punctuated these sentences. Now children, one very important thing is, let us take a look at some punctuation marks which are very commonly used when we write English. So we have question mark. See, this is a punctuation mark. Question mark. Okay, we will learn in detail about this in another video. Just take a look at it because it is part of this lesson. See, full stop. See, which is a full stop? See, it is saying it's me. It's the full stop. Saw the full stop jumping up to wave to you? Yes. Then we have the quotation marks. Okay. Then we have the exclamation mark. So these are some of the punctuation marks that we are going to learn about in the further class. So let us take a final look at all the punctuation marks in English language. See, these are all the punctuation marks which can be used in English language. We are not going to learn all of them now, children. Okay, according to the level of our class, we will learn some of them. So we know about period, that is full stop. We know about quotation mark. We know about exclamation mark. We know about comma, question mark, etc. So what you can do is, you can pause your video here and take a nice look at all these punctuation marks. So you are going to learn about them in the further classes. Okay, children. So what was today's lesson about? Today's lesson was about little words. I would also call them as the magic words. So if you start using these little words in your life, what will happen? You will have a good time with your friends, with your family, with everyone else. So hope you understood this beautiful poem by Benjamin Keach, and now you will behave also according to this, and you will always use these little words. So that was all for today, children. Thank you so much. So children, wasn't that a very interesting lesson? I'm sure you learnt a lot of new things in this lesson. If you have liked this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe to my video so that you will get to see all the videos which I keep posting regularly.